A vigil was held last night in Northwest Territories to remember the victims of Tuesday's plane crash. First responders and RCMP officers were among those attending the Candlelight Memorial in Fort Smith, which was organized by local faith leaders. 6 people were killed and 1 survivor was airlifted to hospital after the plane went down near the Alberta border. And the Transportation Safety Board says the charter flight crashed and caught fire shortly after taking off from Fort Smith Tuesday night. The British Aerospace Jetstream plane went down in an area thick with trees, and rescue crews had to parachute in. The plane was carrying 5 Rio Tinto workers to a diamond mine about 300 kilometers northeast of Yellowknife. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And for the latest on this, let's go live to CTV's Judy Trin. We appreciate the updates, Judy. How is the community coping in the wake of this horrific tragedy?
Jamie, you can imagine that in northern communities such as Fort Smith and Yellowknife, where I am at right now, that travel by air is a way of life. These individuals worked in a diamond mine that was near the Arctic Circle. So every 2 weeks they would get on a plane and they would go that would take them to their mine, where they would work for 2 weeks and then they would come back and then they would have 2 weeks off. So when you talk to individuals in these northern towns, they understand what that's like. And now that these deaths are hanging over the community, there is a fear and a concern again, but it is also a tie that binds. I want you to take a listen to one of the victim's wife that I spoke with. This is Beverly Chepelesky, and her husband, Joel Tetso, worked at the Diavik Diamond Mine. He was a heavy-duty mechanic. She dropped him off at the airport on Tuesday morning, and he had told her that he was going to apply for a different job. He wanted to apply for a job in town in Fort Smith because he wanted to spend more time with her and the kids. They never had that chance. Take a listen.
He was just a really amazing dad. He was there for all 3 of the kids. Our little girl, she's a daddy's girl for sure. In his pride, he took a lot of pride in his kids. He showed up to parent-teacher meetings, hockey tournaments. We traveled lots together. He brought the kids out. You know, we'd go out as a family out on the land and hunting or fishing. He was an amazing spouse and provider. He was my best friend.
Joel Tetso was 41 years old. He was one of 4 Diavik Mine employees that died in the crash. There is one other employee. He is a young man with a young child, and he is recovering from severe burns here at the Yellowknife Hospital, Jamie.
That report, thanks, Judy.